Crystal here with your daily tarot reading. In this reading, per usual, we are picking up on the overall energy of the day. And today we have the Judgment in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is very interesting because Mercury actually stations retrograde today. So you normally feel the intensity of it the day before, which will be Sunday, the day it retrogrades, which is today, Monday, and then Tuesday, which is the day after it retrogrades. And then once it's about to go direct, you'll feel the intensity the 16th of October, the 17th of October, and possibly like the 18th of October. October, October. See, we know by now this is a period to where it's not anything you have to fear. Actually, Mercury retrograde can be a blessing in disguise because for people like me who normally don't pay attention to details or who miss certain little things, it can really be helpful for you. And also, when it's things that you need to just re edit and revise in your life, it's an amazing time for that. It's not the best time to just think, you know what, all of a sudden I never thought about moving to Aruba, but now I want to go. We find that most times when we sign contracts or make big extreme decisions around this time, we miss vital details. And so that's just something that you want to keep in mind. Now let's get into the energy of the day. Having judgment in reverse, this is saying that it's something inside of you that's been urging you to do something, but you've been pushing it down and or denying it, or something that you've been trying to ignore and act like it's not really that big of a deal, or maybe I shouldn't do it, or whatever. And obviously, that's not a good thing because when we ignore our intuition or our soul calling us to do something, we find that it just suppresses the happiness that we deserve to live. It could also allow us to be walked over and or ignored. So you have to be careful with the judgment in reverse. I don't believe in like that we only get one opportunity, one shot. If you get it, you fuck it up, that's it. I think that we get multiple opportunities, but we have to be present and available to receive the opportunities. And with the judgment in reverse, you have to listen to that. You have to go after whatever this is. Now, with the judgment in reverse, some of you all might be feeling that intensity of what Venus and Scorpio. So you might just be feeling, some of you will feel like super sexual, others of you will feel sexually deprived, or like maybe that you don't want to be intimate. Hey, April. Um, but regardless, I guess what I want to say with judgment in reverse is just listen to what your spirit is asking for you to do today and not ignore that. And I feel like you can't go wrong. Now, next we have the Eight of Wands upright. And this is a funny card to have when Mercury going retrograde. You would think it would be in reverse because the Eight of Wands is about like clear communication. And maybe some of you who've been more cloudy minded will be able to be more, hey, Miss Mitchell, you will be able to be more sharp. Like I was saying earlier, like if you're the type of person who procrastinates a lot or whatever, no, I don't think that you should. April, email me at crystalneath@gmail.com and I'll send that over to you. But those of you who've been more cloudy or there's been like delays and things that you need to push forward, the Eight of Wands is actually helping you. And it's helping all of us. So maybe it's this revived passion or a way of looking at things that comes in today, or it's something that you just really have to say or put out there and you finally have the courage to do so. I would caution you if it's a big announcement. I would probably hold off if it were me. The Eight of Wands is great for correspondence, though. So if it's any letters that you need to send out, of course, do so. Keep in mind, get a tracking on it. We know there's a lot of miscommunication that happens around this time, but in general, the day might just seem different. Like if days have been moving super slow, maybe today is just moving super fast or something. Or maybe you just get a shit ton of, uh, uh, what do you call it? Communication. Like I noticed that, like around Mercury retrograde, a lot of my old clientele come back. A lot of people who I haven't heard from call me and reach out. So maybe this Eight of Wands is hitting on that. But regardless, we like this because it inspires us to move forward. And I love that the 5 of Wands is in reverse, because this pulls us out of a time of drama. During this Libra season, yes, it can be a lot of diplomacy and standing up for your rights and what should be and what is correct and what's not and what's fair and what's unfair. But you're not doing it in a what do you call it? Like a riot way. You're doing it in a no, let's hit them where it hurts way, or I'm letting my voice be heard. Hey, Vicky. And with the 5 of Wands in reverse, I think that don't involve yourself in any type of petty conflict. As we said, we know miscommunication is very. Oh, I put June 27th. See, if you all are watching a replay, I'll fix it by the time you see it. But yeah, just little silly stuff like that. Like I accidentally titled the date June 27th. Just little stuff like that can happen during Mercury retrograde. You type the wrong thing or you say the wrong thing or whatever. And so I'll fix that. Shout out to who was that? April, who caught that. You must have a good mercurial eye. But yeah, anyway, the 5 of Wands in reverse, it's like I don't want to fight. I'm over it. I know in my life by now who triggers me, who's good for me, and who is not the healthiest for me. Some of you will have people who do try to challenge you or cause drama or conflict in your life to try to resurface, but I really just feel like you're just over it. I think that you're just at a place. Oh, it's your chart ruler. See, April. See how Mercury will come check you. They say during Mercury retrograde, well, Mercury is already the messenger of the gods, but it's like the inspector planet. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it will it analyzes even more. That's when your bosses want to jump in and double check behind your work or see if you're doing what you should be doing. But luckily with this 5 of Wands in reverse, y- you won't be given to it. And even April with her Virgo and Gemini energy, she's probably going to feel super wired, and or paying attention to detail even more. So if you have Gemini Virgo placements, this Mercury retrograde is in Libra, so it's really going to affect wherever you have Libra in your chart. But it also is going to emphasize our contracts, partnerships, and relationships this go around. But the 5 of Wands in reverse is like, I don't want the drama. I don't, I know how fire feels. I don't want to touch it again. You're not going to be in a very competitive place or combative place right now. You just really want peace. So this will be great. And Vicky is a Gemini as well. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it affects you or how your day is. Now watch it. Anytime the 5 of Wands is around, it can be a little bit more drama, but it's an amazing time to re-edit your schedule, to look at, okay, what time am I going to bed? What time am I getting up? Are me and the children getting out the house at a decent time? Avoiding dramatic situations. People are wired right now and just can be a bit mean. So you don't want to feed into that as best as you can. So my favorite card today is the 8 of Wands. Let's move. Let's go. The year is almost over. Let's enjoy it. Let's push forward with things we need to do outside of brand new experiences and avoiding contracts, as we said before, if you can, unless Mercury is retrograde in your natal chart, then you would have a different experience. But for most of us, we just kind of want to go with the flow. If you have a lot of energy today, find healthy ways to let that energy out. And as always, I hope you have an amazing day. If you like these videos, please hit that like button. It helps this channel grow and it keeps me being able to do these readings every day. And I'll talk to you later.